So if you were involved in an accident where you're not at fault, it can be proven, but the other driver doesn't have auto insurance, the next step to take. Now, the first step in this is seeing if the at-fault driver has auto insurance. Once you do that and they have auto insurance, boom, it's checked right off. You can go directly against the other driver's auto insurance. But let's say that they don't have auto insurance because 20% of drivers in Texas don't have auto insurance. Before I go any further, you can go to our website, texascaraccidents.com, and answer 5 questions to see if you have a case. So if you were involved in an accident where you're not at fault, it can be proven, but the other driver doesn't have auto insurance, the next step to take would be if you have protection against uninsured drivers. There is a certain coverage in Texas that you do have to request it to be on your policy. In fact, if you don't want it to be on your policy, you actually have to sign your name to say that you do not want this on your policy. But it is always good to have it, and it is called under or uninsured motorist coverage for bodily injury. In other words, the person that hits you is uninsured, and now you can tap into this part of your policy just like you're going after the other driver. So you can get your medical bills covered, you can get pain and suffering, you can get lost wages. It's just like you're going after the other driver, but you're using your own policy to do it. Now, there are very rare circumstances where, say, the person that hits you doesn't have insurance on their vehicle, but maybe they had insurance on another vehicle and they were just in their friend's car at the time and their friend didn't have insurance. It is possible that you can still go after the driver's policy if they have available insurance coverage. You'll have to see if that policy will cover them in an accident where it wasn't their vehicle. The other rare occurrence is maybe you don't have insurance that protects you against uninsured drivers, but someone in your household does. And you can go and check their policy to see if their policy would cover you in this specific circumstance. It is rare, but you want to try to turn over every stone possible. Now, lastly, if the other driver doesn't have insurance and you don't have protection against uninsured drivers, once again, it's going to be an uphill battle for you. The only thing left that you can do is file a lawsuit directly against the person that caused the accident, which, let's face it, if they don't have auto insurance, they probably don't have a lot of assets to go after. At least that's the case most of the time. And if they don't have a lot of assets to go after, it's not going to be worth it to you or a law firm to get involved in this case and take it the whole entire way, get all the way to the courtroom, have the judge say, okay, Mr. or Mrs., you need to pay this amount of money. And then they're like, well, I don't have that amount of money. And then you're stuck. This person may have it on their credit and they may never pay it. It may be a judgment against them that they take to their grave. You just never know. So that's a hard battle to win. Then the last thing that you would do when all other options are exhausted is there something called the Texas Crime Victims Packet. This is by a limited circumstance given to you by the state. It's very rare that you're going to get a full pain and suffering settlement. You may get them to take care of your medical bills, but it's a limited case basis, and they usually only take cases where there is just horrific things that occur in an accident or horrific crimes that play a part in the accident. If you have any questions about your specific accident, you could absolutely leave a comment below and we will do our best to answer that question. You could also go to our website, texascaraccidents.com, and answer 5 questions to see if you have a case. And a friendly expert simplifying Texas car accidents will be there for you.